And this is how you...
Okay, day 2, orangutan training. So I came to this forest of, the name in Spanish is encina, right? These encinas actually are very interesting for training because they will provide us a new demand, the demand of the skin. The demand of the skin. Look at this, it's like sandpaper here. Leaves of the trees are not any better. You can see they are also spiked, so this will crush you very nicely. You really need to have very conditioning skin to nothing happen to you. That's what you want, because otherwise when you go to the trees, that's what will happen. It will hurt to you, and you will be, part of your brain will be concerned about that grip not being there, or that stimulation in your brain. So either you get strong hands or you get less stimulated. Same story apply for the feet, of course. So that's why I'm going barefoot around, always trying to recreate that demand. Sometimes you get these guys, and it's okay. You see? It's okay. Nothing. When you get that good skin, nothing happens. You come, do some scratching. Ciao. First thing for me here is to examine the tree. Is it alive? Because this guy here is not, kind of dry. Still, I can still use it, yes, but it depends. This will give much more support. So that feeling, which one give me more support, I have to figure out by myself. Eyes looking first, of course. I have to examine the tree. What is the health of the tree? Might got bugs, might got an injury. Yeah, so I give it a little bit of shaking to see how is the root system taking to the ground. Is it stable? And that way, because of my experience, I can tell, okay, this is around my weight, it can take me. Second thing is gonna be examining what is the shape of the tree going. Like this tree is obviously bending that way, which means that in certain angles, it would bend in that way directly. It would have the tendency to bend more into that way already. It's like a fishing rod. But on the other hand, it's a very nice climbing because you already have the advantage to be in this side. So it's very cool. And the other thing I use a lot is this. I use my toes a lot to climb. You see, in that way, half of my weight, or even more, is on my toes. Just because I'm able to grab the tree. That's amazing. You cannot imagine how much help that. See, the third part, most probably, is to feel the tree. This is the tricky part. You need to feel the tree. You need to feel the fibers of the branch. You need to feel the fibers of the trunk. It would tell you, that feedback would tell you how much it bent, in which direction you want to bend. So you have to really keep up with this. What I want to know next is like, where's the positive side of the tree? Which is something that I teach to people. that was the activation for now. And small high, just fluidity, shoulder mobility, these kind of things. Now, if you really want to take it to the next level, what I usually do is I go a little bit higher or I look for different trees. Because these trees are so easy. They have so much grip. Once you have the skin, it's just, it's there. It's like shark if you use, I never use shark in general in trees. Not interested. So let's see what other forests we can find around this mountain. So another thing you really want to have is the split, because some transition like this one, they are far apart and your arms are not enough. And after all, it is your arms who have the grip. Your feet barely do it in balance. So you really want to practice that middle split until you have some mobility there. That's what the orangutans have, most of all. Let's say, typical situation. Let's say I come into this tree and I want to go to that tree actually. It's very far. Look at, my arms barely touch. So what I can do instead is look for a splitting myself. And this is how you know that you can transfer from one place to another. I'm putting a lot of force in that direction, and now I'm going to this direction. And finally, and that's it for today, very important is to condition your feet. So your feet really need to be able to slide with the skin and friction down the tree. Otherwise, your arms can burn, So if your feet are actually doing the sliding down, half of their work is done. So easy for the hands, you can rest even while going down. And that's it for today, guys. I'm gonna take a little walk around because I like the place. I'm gonna show you where I am actually. It's beautiful. But keep in touch. Next time I'm gonna take you a little bit higher in the transition. But that's gonna be the next chart. Until then,